Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'asham Yahshai, Ba'asham Machak Badash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutation to all your sincere Akiam. So a brother put this in the chat, the Wikipedia article for the black, with quotes, Hebrew Israelites, okay? And of course, you already know that brothers have done multiple videos on this, on how these Christians, the government, and everybody that isn't in this truth, that doesn't identify themselves as a Hebrew Israelite, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, including our scattered brethren that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, and how they refer to us as the black Hebrew Israelites. And recently I've been watching a lot of videos going into this exact same topic, how these Christians, these people that are in the world, they always refer to us, as the black Hebrew Israelites, or rather, but basically what that is slander, man, especially from Esau's mainstream media. The thing is that we could, you could probably actually sue Esau for this slander because, to my knowledge at least, no Hebrew Israelite camp, no camp has ever come out, no camp, no organization, no, church, because you have a lot of that in this truth, has ever come out and identify themselves as black Hebrew Israelites. Because what this is because, like I said, this is slander. This is a byword, a proverb against us, because you understand the meaning of the word black, okay? You understand where it comes from and what it means and what it is implying. That basically these devils are saying, devoid of light, or that, in other words, devoid of understanding. They are trying to turn us into a bunch of, just a bunch of niggers that are just out here spewing hatred, And if you go into this article, you read and you will read it, and you will see that that is exactly what Esau Edom is going into. And you even have some seller jigs like that Alan Parr, Alan Parr and the jigs, the niggas that are with vocab, using this phrase as well, using this terminology as well, knowing fully well that we do not identify with the word, black, okay, because you have full understanding of what it means. And you know what? Just for the brothers are out there doing the work, but just for clarity, let's do that. Let's get the definition of this word black. So we'll get the definition, and I will go into. Now I don't think we need to go into the etym. Let's just get the definition, and we got it right here in the Webster. And you can just look at that. Look at that. So now I type black. The first picture you see is a jig, right? These devils, when you, and it's good, okay, that you are going into captivity because of this wickedness that you are doing out here. So this is it right here. So the first definition: having the very dark color of the night sky or the eyes pupil of the color black. So basically, what they're saying is that the black is a quality of having the color black. So now let's just quickly jump to images, and let's do this, okay? So basically, if you are black, that means that your skin is completely black. It's the same color as black, okay? So now I just bring out some pictures of some, so-called black people, and we'll see whether they have that quality on them, okay? Like for example, now this, sister right here, okay? You look at her face, she kind of looks like she kind of looks like Ronaldinho. Anyway, Salaka or that. But anyway, like I was saying, look at her face, look at the shirt that she's wearing, even the inner, shirt that she's wearing over the suit, okay, or rather under the suit. And you can see that that is the correct color of black. And you look at her face and you see that she's not black, but she's actually brown. Okay, so in all actuality, Jake, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, all of our people that aren't, cursed with the plague of leprosy, we aren't black, we are brown. Even the darkest of the dark, of our people, okay, or even of any other nation like the Hamites, they are still that dark brown, okay. So now, then why do we have this term of black being put on our people, okay? So and you see it continuing on, and now you get another one, the second definition: of or relating to any of the various population groups of especially African ancestry, often considered as having dark pigmentation of the skin but in fact having a wide range of skin colors. And even, and this is how these devils work, because sometimes they'll bring out the truth, sometimes they'll bring out lies, they'll mix it up. But Esau has even admitted this year that when he says black, it's basically categorizing you people not based on skin color, okay, not based on appearance, because he knows that you have varying types of skin color, and for the most part, our people, and I won't go and say majority, just things I don't actually know, but for the most part, our people don't have black skin, okay. We have dark skin and we have varying colors of skin, and even Esau even understands that, okay, because when you go into the Hebrew Israelites, it's not just one definitive skin color. Not everybody is just going to be out here with so-called dark skin, nappy hair, looking like the average African American. Okay, we have our people that are scattered, that will look like Edomites, that will look like Moabites, look like Arabs, so-called Arabs. Now you people out here, you better start getting ready to see that, because once this truth, once this truth goes full, fully global, you're going to start seeing more and more jakes pop up in all these places, man. Because the spirit is getting ready to bring that up. This is the year of the turning up, and the spirit could turn up to the point where, you know, in every single region, every single time zone, you're going to see jakes out there doing the work on the highways and byways. Because this is not even, you know. But anyway, that's just me speaking as a man. So continue on, and it's going into the same thing, black people, black people, black people. Okay, so now this is where you get to the main definition of going into black, and you see how Esau made sure to put the definition that we always bring out in this truth. Make sure to put at the bottom to hide it from you people, man. So this is the definition right here: dirty, soiled, okay, characterized by the absence of light, reflecting or transmitting little or no light. All right. And this is another one: old fashioned plus literally thoroughly sinister or evil, wicked, indicative of condemnation or discredit. Okay, so that's why they call us the Black Hebrews. Like they're trying to discredit our claim of our heritage, trying to make us seem as though we are wicked, like we lack understanding, that we're coming from a place of ignorance. Whenever we speak concerning this truth and concerning the Bible, and they constantly, pushing to persecute us and to slander us, as the scripture says, the false accuser. Let's get that the false accuser is taken down, which accuses us day and night. So let's get that. And this I want to get that word false accuser, because I cannot think it's false accuser, I think it's devil. And this I want to get this word so that to show you that this is I think that's Revelation 12 and 11. So okay, let me hold on, let me see whether it is. That's it. That's not it, okay. So let me just try and get this preset. I think it's two. Let me just do this. Um okay, Revelation 12 verse 10. Slakia. I made a mistake. Revelation 12, verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his Hamashiach. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. And this is what Esau Edom does, okay? You know, putting all these false accusations against us, a false witness, a slanderer, and that's why we call you the devil. Okay? Because when you say that we're black Hebrew Israelites, we're a terrorist group, we the different lies that you put up against us, and we call you the devil. Guess what? Calling you the devil is the truth, because that's exactly what you are. You go into the word devil is diabolos, which means a false accuser. A man that plays the part of the devil here on the earth. And look at the earth. Look at the earth in Esau Edom's rulership. And will you say that? You can even ask a basic Christian, and even he will tell you that the devil is in rulership right now. But who the devil is, they don't understand that part. So now, I've spoken enough. Let's get into this Wikipedia. So this is right here, okay? The black Hebrew Israelites, and they use that term, also called Hebrew Israelites, black Hebrews, Israelites, and African Hebrew Israelites, which of course, the only one that we actually use are the Hebrew Israelites because that's exactly what we are. Okay, we are Hebrews, you know, going back to our forefather Ibar, going back to Abraham, which was called a Hebrew, and Israelites, Yasharaliam, okay, which is basically the sons of Abraham through his son Isaac, through his son Jacob, and the 12 tribes that came from Jacob, or the 12 sons that came from Jacob, which created, okay, which birthed the 12 tribes of Israel, which are you so called once again Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, so called, and all of our brethren that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth as well. So we are the Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible. Our claim is 100% true. And no matter how much you devils lie, you hide information, you know, you persecute the prophets, the truth will still spring forth. The truth will still be the truth as it is written. For you can do nothing against the truth but for it. All right. So now continuing on. And the so-called Black Hebrew Israelites are groups of African Americans who believe they are the descendants of the ancient Israelites. Some subgroups also believe that Native and Latin Americans are descendants of the Israelites as well. Black Hebrew Israelites combine elements to their teaching from a wide range of sources to varying degrees. Black, and they're constantly using that word, constantly putting that word before the Hebrew Israelites. It's a way of it's to make it to they're trying to turn it into a what's that I'm looking for. I'm trying to turn it into a that's I've forgotten the term they use, but basically a trigger word, okay, so that when you hear it, you associate this truth with some form of wickedness because that's basically what the black is going into. That's why they put the black right before the Hebrew Israelites. They bring, they make sure that that term is there. So you associate it with some nigger shit, with the nonsense that goes in the hood, with so-called black culture, which is steeped in wickedness. Yes, buzzword. They use it as a buzzword to make sure that you people out here, start not people, not the people that are in the truth, but the people of the world. When you hear that word black, you associate it with black culture, with nigger culture, which is far different from what that is. It's coming out of the nigger culture, coming out of the black culture, of the culture that we have been given by Esau Edom, the world, okay? Because you can look up videos going into this, how Esau Edom engineered and created niggers, okay, by removing the father from the house, by putting Jakes, men in prison, on false accusations. You see Jake spend 50 years in prison for a crime that he didn't even commit. These are the things that Esau Edom did not turn our people into what they are right now. And now that we are coming to this truth, now that we are coming out of the wickedness that the devils have placed on us and coming into righteousness, coming back to our power, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, all the nations round about us were distressed and they took it upon themselves to try to bring down the building of this temple, this spiritual temple that we are building. As it is written, no new thing under the sun. So continuing on, Black Hebrew Israelites combine elements to their teachings from a wide range of sources to varying degrees. Black Hebrew Israelites incorporate certain aspects of the religious beliefs and practices of both Christianity and Judaism. And it's not that we incorporate, okay, they took it from us. Judaism, okay, you go back to Judaism, it goes back to the Hasmonean dynasty. John Hyrcanus, which was a descendant of the Maccabees, he forced these Amalekites, okay, these Edomites out here to convert to Judaism, which is how you got the Herodian dynasty, and from their forefather Antipater, which was an Edomite, admittedly. Look this shit up, man, and then going into Christianity, it stemmed from the Roman Catholic Church, going into Constantine and the Nicene Council, which incorporated, parts of our belief. They did, we didn't steal from them. This is how these devils make you think that, oh, the whole Hebrew Israelite movement is something new. It is not, okay? This is something that we have known, all right, that has existed since, we became a nation. But because the Most High had, scattered us, going into the courses that we would forget our heritage. Jeremiah 17 verse 4, right? You know, but now these devils are making it seem as though we are the ones that are stealing from them. No, you devils stole from us, You took our belief and our religion and made it into and corrupted it into this wickedness that you are pushing out here with Christianity and with Judaism. Okay, so continue on, right? They incorporate certain aspects of the religious beliefs and practices of both Christianity and Judaism, though they have created their own interpretation of the Bible, which of course, once again, accuser of the brethren. Now they are saying that we have added to the scripture by bringing out the truth that is in the scripture. Okay, you will have to explain what interpretation of the Bible you are speaking about. Because if it's going into a doctrine that we teach, everything that we teach is 100% scriptural. You can go into the Bible, you can bring it out, back it up, you can go into secular history, bring it out, back it up. What more do you need? Eyewitness accounts, okay? We even have those, testimonies from these devils themselves. We even have those. So what more do you need? So continue on. Though they have created their own interpretation of the Bible, which is false, and other influences include Freemasonry and New Thought, for example, which is funny because many of these admitted Christians and small hatters, they are also a part of the Freemasonic movement, and the Israelites that are in this thing that are Freemasons. Okay, we've already called them out. That they are just sellouts. Okay, that they are working for Esau and they are working for you devils. But then we continue on. Many choose to identify as Hebrew Israelites or Black Hebrews rather than Jews in order to indicate their claimed historic connections. Well, here's the thing, and just correcting all the lies that Esau is pushing. But a Jew is an Israelite, but not all Israelites are Jews, because the word Jew is actually a byword that these Greeks put on us. Since they couldn't separate the tribes, and basically the Jews is going into Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and any other, but predominantly Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. But you also had the other tribes as well that were, you know, still living in the land of Judea during the time of the Roman captivity. So a Jew is, anybody from that line, the southern kingdom. But we still have, our Akim, our brothers that were, pushed to Babylon the Great, which of course that's another story, that's another video. So anyway, continue on. Black Hebrew Israelites are not associated with the mainstream Jewish community, and they do not meet the standards that are used to identify people as Jewish by the Jewish community, because we are two different nations, two manner of people, okay? As it's written in the book of Genesis, the 25th chapter, the so-called Jews, the Jewish people that you consider today are the Amalekites. They are still of the tribe of Esau Edom, okay? And we are of the house of Jacob, the true Israelites according to the Bible. So why would we associate with a completely different nation that not only have decided to steal our heritage, but to corrupt it as well by bringing in all these damnable heresies and blasphemies? To continue on, they are also outside the fold of mainstream Christianity, which considers Black Hebrew Israelism to be heresy. Black Hebrew Israelism is a non-homogeneous movement with a number of groups that have varying beliefs and practices. Various sects of the Black Hebrew Israelism have been criticized by academics for their promotion of historical revisionism. And this is the main thing that made me want to do this video. Basically, what historical revisionism goes into, and let's just click the link so you can see it for yourself. Quick definition through the spirit, okay? So this is the book. So this is the definition of historical revisionism. In historiography, historical revisionism is the reinterpretation of a historical account. So basically, what they are going into is that, because we say that we are the Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible, that we are changing history, which is funny because you go into iconoclasm, you go into, the true, you go into history yourself, you can see that these devils have changed so much of history, But yes, here they are accusing us of the things that they do. Okay, but continuing on, they go into the history of the Hebrew Israelite, the so-called Black Hebrew Israelite movement. But I want to get another point before I go into the before I get any scriptures I want to get. Let me just because I don't think I'll be getting any. But anyway, this is one right here. Notable list of notable Black Hebrew Israelites, and I think I should have. Okay, let's just get this list of black Hebrew Israelites, and here you have rather so-called. But anyway, the black is in air quotes, which of course we already know. So what you have is, all right, these various people around, these various celebrities and personalities that have, profess themselves to be Hebrew Israelites, but of course, each of them will put that black right before the Hebrew Israelite to try to, you know, unvalidate, remove validation from any of their claims. Kodak Black, and the Most High just recently sent some judgment his way because he had received the truth, but as the scripture says, well, how does it go again? Basically, that's he received the truth, but he went back into the world. So you have Kodak Black, Eddie Butler, Chingy, Antoine Dodson, Arnold, Josiah Ford, Brandon T. Jackson, even have Zab Judah here, even have Benami, Benami Benijo, the guy that took all those people, the guy that took the Dimona Israelites, I think, or I think it's another person. But anyway, you have different jigs out here that have been, you know, they have different jigs out here that through time have confessed, that they have, woken up to the truth. A lot of celebrities, and this isn't the complete list. There are still more. All right, Amari Stoudemire, the basketball player, Kendrick Lamar. The more people that have confessed, that have woken up to being Hebrew Israelites. I believe there's another rapper I'm forgetting. But anyway, that's basically the article going into it, and they also go into more information concerning the so-called black, once again with quotes, Hebrew Israelites. But we are not the black Hebrew Israelites. We are just simply the Hebrew Israelites, and that is the truth of who we are. Okay, so now let me see if I can get some precepts. All right, because we are not out here just speaking from a place of ignorance because we do not know who we are. So let me get this. um I want to get Romans the ninth chapter. Try to think of a precept. I try to think of a precept to go into. You know, then you just get. You know what? Yeah, I think we're just going to end this right here. So with that, through the Spirit, I hope you are came and you are quite edified. All praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Bahasham, Racha, Kwadash, Wa Abad Babal, Shalawam.